Congratulations on all of your success. It's James Hill with James Hill Sports. Can you just talk a little bit about bringing your championship mentality in? You're a winner, and again, you're following some legends, and you're one of the greatest coaches too. Just talk a little bit about bringing that into the South Carolina State University.
First of all, thank you for the acknowledgement and hello to you as well, man. All is well here in Orangeburg, South Carolina, as we get ready to prepare for game week. But I tell you what, just bringing in our culture, man. You know, half the battle is building your culture. And culture for me starts with discipline. You have to have discipline in all that you do. And that's just not on the field, but it's in the classroom, you know, all the things that we do because it's going to translate to the football field. You know, if you have discipline off the field, we know that third down is coming. It's inevitable. It's the game of football. So you want discipline on third down. You want discipline in the red zone. You want discipline on the field. So you have to be able to, so our young men each and every day to have discipline off the field, getting our study hall hours, making sure we sit in the first three rows of the classroom. All that matters. And now it's to the point where we always talk about being coach-led, but player-driven. Our players drive the ship. All right, so when we put together our leadership council, which I meet with every week on Mondays. Matter of fact, we have a meeting today at 4 o'clock. I just get a pulse of the team, get a pulse of each room. And I tell you what, we have a team that's really, really believing and really, really bought into the process. And it's about the process. Falling in love with the process of becoming great. We don't look at the end goal in this program. You know, notice I keep saying program. We don't want a good football team. We want a good football program that wins consistently year in and year out. We don't worry about the end goal. We just focus on winning the day. And anybody that knows me, all I ever talk about is just going 1-0 every day. Don't worry about Saturday. Saturday ball is going to kick off at 6 o'clock. All right, it's going to kick off at Bragg Stadium. But let's worry about winning the day. Let's be the best we can be on this Monday. And if we can win the day and continue to stack days, we like our chances when we go down to Tallahassee this upcoming Saturday.
Coach, talk a little bit about your roster and the team that you're able to put together and go into a Bragg Memorial Stadium and compete in a game that many people used to watch as a Meac game. But just take us into your team and some of the players that you look forward to putting out on the field.
Okay, well, I'm super excited about this football team. You know, anytime you want to build your program, it better start from inside out. All right, so for me, it's about the O-line, D-line first and foremost. Anybody that knows me, that's where I cut my teeth my whole entire career in the trenches. And, you know, it's a blessing to be able to come here at South Carolina State and have all five offensive linemen returning as starters, man. And what a special thing that is. And then to be able to add in a couple transfers to that room led by Nick Taste. If you want to look at the ideal physical specimen and offensive line, you talk about Nick Taste. I mean, he's a guy he's all that in the bag of everything. I mean, he's really a special young man. He's been a starter since the day he arrived here on campus, as well as Eric Brown, our starting center, who is a nuclear engineering major. So you want a smart guy at center that's a senior. And then Cam Johnson, he's our starting left tackle, you know, another athletic guy that's been in the system. So those the three guys alone have had 37 consecutive starts. What a special day that is when you have big guys up front that understand the mission. Then we have Big Trey Franklin, another 6'7", 330-pound right tackle. I mean, he's a guy that moves people, and we're excited about him. And then we are, like I said, we brought in some guys up front. And then obviously with the defensive line, we have 16 guys that we feel like they can play in a rotation at all times. You know, we probably won't get to 16, but we have some guys we've established some depth on that defensive line. And you know, especially early on in the season, like week one, but like you saw in the game with the Florida A&M and the Norfolk game, there's going to be some cramping. There's going to be some guys. So we have to have what we call a pitch count. You know, a certain amount of reps these guys are going to take. We don't want guys to play 70 or 80 snaps. We want a guy to give a great 30 snaps, great 40 snaps, great 20 snaps. So we have to do a good job of matching that. And then, you know, any level of football, from Little League football to the NFL, you better have your quarterback. And we're fortunate to have a really, really, really good one that has a great understanding of what we do and how we do it. His name is Eric Phoenix. He transferred to us from Murray State University, but he was also my starting quarterback for 2 years at Benedict College. And to have him as a dual threat quarterback that can really spin the ball as well as, you know, keep plays alive with his legs. And, you know, I'll tell you what, he's a special talent. And we also have another guy by the name of Ryan Stubblefield, who transferred to us from Incarnate Word, who also is another dual threat guy. So you better have two if you want to give yourself a chance. And excited about those guys. And again, I can name guys on and on and on, but I'll end it with just talking about our middle linebacker, Aaron Smith. I'll tell you what, Aaron Smith is as good as they get. You know, you better have them guys up front ready to rock and roll. And he's a legitimate prospect. He looks the part. He loves the weight room. He's smart. He's cerebral. And he's a really, really good Mike linebacker for us. So, you know, when you start with building it through the inside out with the O-line, D-line, linebackers, and quarterbacks, you like your chances. So I really, really love this football team. I think we got a chance to have a special year in year one. And those are just some of the guys, to name a few.
Thank you, Coach. Have a blessed week and a blessed season.
God bless you, man. Go Dogs.